Hey everyone, it's Dragon Jace. Welcome back to Fate's Day Night Remastered. Unlimited Blade Works route, specifically. Last episode... Dang, what happened last episode? Oh yeah, we had our dream where... Again, I'm kind of hypothesizing some kind of alternate Shirou or something is what we're viewing. And then we finished off our night/day after the whole incident at the school, the Bounded Field being released and Ryder getting killed. And then we agree that we're going to start tracking down Caster's Master, who we believe to be someone else who attends the school or works at the school. So I'm personally likely thinking Issei or the teacher that I don't remember the name of. But yes, one of those two. And then morning time, we're here with Fujine, we're here with Saber. Let's get it. Yeah, it varies, but they should have all recovered by yesterday. And we're also talking about students recovering from the incident of yesterday. The ones on the 4th floor. The first years only seemed like they were sleeping, and the second years seemed to have lost memory of the incident. The third years are, the ones on the 2nd floor are better off than those on the 1st floor. But the ones on the 1st are... yeah, they're the most affected. Fujine looks down as though it's difficult for her to talk about. I feel bad. All last night, Fujine went to the one hospital after another. The classrooms on the 1st floor, she just saw what kind of condition the 3A and 3B students were in. Sorry, we can talk about something else. Anyway, school's happening like usual, right? Yeah, but the 3rd years will start coming voluntarily, and those that are not feeling well don't need to come to school. I think most of the 3rd years won't come today. Fair enough. I see. Then it'll be mainly 1st years and 2nd years coming to school today. Which means if well, actually, I don't know. It'd be kind of rough if a 3rd year... or maybe it is the 3rd year, and that would give them away. If, like, for the Caster Master... like, I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like that's going to be key somehow, some way to seeing who does and doesn't come. Hey, Fujine, who's connected to Ryudou Temple at our school? Wouldn't it be Issei? That's what I thought, yeah. He's the successor of the temple, right? Yeah, never mind. Forget what I just asked. Oh, just... Shirou probably is very doubtful about it being Issei, but it is definitely Issei at this point. Like, even the game is rubbing it in our face. I set down my bowl as I look up at the ceiling to think. The only person at our school that has to do with the temple is Issei. But it's too rash to assume so easily that he's a master, and most importantly, I don't think he could be. Well, again, we've talked about the possibility of, like, Caster just, like, getting rid of their memories that they're in this, that, like, they just are a puppet, right? I'm heading out now. Take care while I'm gone, Saber. You take care of yourself too, Shirou. Even if there is no longer a bounded field at school, you cannot let your guard down so long as Caster's Master is there. You only have one more command spell, so please be very careful. Yeah, if we lose our command spell, we're out of the race. I know. If I find Caster's Master, I'll come home and report to you first. All these promises, somehow doubt they're gonna be held. Just based off of past experiences. All I'm saying, Shirou, you tend to get in the heat of the moment and then you don't actually do what you're gonna say, or what you said you were gonna do. Yes, I shall replenish my magical energy so that I can be at the ready. Saber sees me off as I leave the gate. Fujine seems to have some things to take care of regarding the incident yesterday, so she finished her breakfast quickly and went to the hospital immediately. Everything at school doesn't look any different even after what happened. It's 7:30 a.m., and the school gate is crowded with students. The students are talking about what happened yesterday and seem to be creating a fuss over it. And in the middle of it all, in front of the school gate, There stands Tosaka, waiting with her arms crossed. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling. But I can't sneak past her when she's standing in the middle of the school gate. I wonder what she would be so upset about. Yo, morning Tosaka, you're late today. Aren't you also late today? I stop and greet her on the way to the school building. I think Issei's suspicious. Oh, she figured it out too. Whoa. The first thing that came out of her mouth is straight to the point. What do you mean by... Oh, wrong person. What do you mean by suspicious? Caster's master. Caster's at the temple, and Issei is coming to school from the temple. There's something going on. No way. That could just be a coincidence. I try to defend Issei. Yeah, he really doesn't want it to be Issei. Of course not. Look, the mountain gate at the temple has been closed for these past few weeks. Look, not like... Of course not. Of course not, like it's not him? No outsiders can come in, and Issei's practically the only person who leaves. Oh, you're saying, okay, no one else can come in or out except for him. If he's not suspicious, then I don't know who is. Hey now, you're an all-star. We're gonna go get our game on. Come on, let's go play. You said nobody comes out, but don't monks usually stay at the temple? You idiot, how outdated is your information? Monks make a living by going around house to house collecting offerings. If they could stay at the temple and live off the coin offerings from visitors, I'd become a monk myself. ... Tosaka is surprisingly serious. If Issei were here, I'm sure he'd be yelling at her for being an offering thief. I'm interested in what's going on at the temple, but that's not the problem. Right now, let's be mindful of our surroundings. We're at the school gate. We're surrounded by students on their way to school, and they're frozen hearing the school idol ranting like a madwoman. What's with those eyes? What are you defending Issei? Fine. If you're gonna ignore the obvious, I'll go and solve the situation myself. Yet the school's idol is the only that does what? The only one that does not realize this situation. Tosaka, come over here, please. You're making a scene. People think you're crazy. What? Are you gonna run away? I'm not running. Just come this way. I pull Tosaka's hand and start walking. Hey, Amiya! She can complain later. Let me just get her out of here as soon as possible. Let's not make a scene. The morning practice must be cancelled due to yesterday's incident because the archery range is empty. Boo. I'm glad. We won't attract any attention here. So the remaining problem is... Tosaka, who's staring me down. I know, I can tell what you want to say. I know, so don't make a face like that. I don't know what to do when you sulk like that. I'm not sulking. I'm stunned by the immediate comeback. But I have to deal with her calmly, or else she will blow fuse at me and I will die. Issei's life is on the line. Knowing Tosaka, I bet she would do something crazy to test Issei. I do think you should... Oh, whoa. My microphone just peaked there. So sorry. I don't know why it did. Because I really spoke at my normal volume. Okay, weird. But Issei, I hope it's not been doing that the entire time. Being sensitive. Anyway, Issei... Like, I hope we don't just go straight for the kill with Issei. Like, I hope we confirm and then maybe even help him out of the situation, because... According to Caster, he may not have his free will about him. It kind of would suck to have to kill him over that. Archer probably would want to, like, I'm guessing for the sake of, like, utilitarianism, you know, kill the one to save the many sort of deal. Don't try to deceive me. Caster's base is the temple, and Issei meets the criteria for the master here. Why are you ignoring that fact? Because we're friends. He's like my only friend here. Tosaka yells at me. Well, Shinji, on paper. I don't count Shinji, he's a terrible person. It may be true, but I don't think Issei is the master for a different reason. Or Sakura, I suppose, is friend, not crush, in this timeline. Evansfield, though, that'll be a different story. I'm assuming, or at least I think that's what I've been told about. Romantic interest kind of changes from story to story. What, do you have an objection? But if I gave some half-butted reason, I would most likely die before Issei. At the same time, I can't leave Tosaka like this, so I have to convince her somehow. Alright. You're saying Issei is suspicious no matter what, right? Right. You might not be able to tell, but Ryudou Temple is really strange right now. Caster's using it as her base. Though even with that in mind, the deformity there is too massive. She's collecting way too much. Collecting way too much? Are you talking about the magical energy being sucked up from the town? No, I'm not. That's not... that's a different thing altogether. How could you do that? You're so stupid. Nah, you're way more suspicious than Issei right now, Tosaka. Okay, you're just saying this. Anyway, that guy has way too many flags, all while so flippantly going to and from the temple there every day. Yes, I always knew that I would have to give him a kick, so this is the perfect opportunity. Tosaka is serious. I'd always heard that they didn't get along, but I didn't know it was this bad. Actually, I wonder why they are at such odds with each other. They're both, like, improper students. I'm trying to think what in their personality would strike them wrong. Or maybe they... Is Rin... I can't remember if Rin is on student council or not. Because if so, then maybe they have some kind of different, like, opinions over actions they should take, and maybe that's causing them to rub wrong on each other. Who knows? Actually, what the heck did Issei do to earn this from her anyway? I'm a bit curious about what can make Tosaka dramatically violent. No, now's not the time for that. You've seen her get dramatically violent. You've been the reason for her being dramatically violent. What are you talking about? I'm curious about what can make Tosaka dramatically violent. Just about anything, if she has cause enough, will make her dramatically violent. Yeah, I agree that Issei's position is suspicious. Of course, you'd be guilty too if you kept on defending him. Yeah, so leave Issei's case to me. I'll make it clear whether he's a master or not. I don't know if you'll be able to, though, because he may not even know that he's a master or not. Like, so how are you gonna suss that out? ... Whoa. The look she give me says she doesn't trust me at all. I would trust you, I just don't think you're capable of the task at hand. Trust me, I won't take it easy just because he's my friend, and I'm not gonna lie. First of all, don't have anything to worry about. There's no way Issei would do something so evil. Like, I don't think he's knowingly doing anything evil. I think he's very unaware to all of this. Because even, like, Archer's theory was, like, someone who's just so obliviously good, and then looked over at Shirou, and the other person that meets that description is Issei, would just be the perfect puppet. The silent onslaught continues. I imagine Tosaka is worried that I might do just that and go easy on him. Which is fair enough, so I'll just have to take the scrutiny. I can only get her to trust me. Fine. I'll leave Issei up to you. Tosaka! I sigh with relief. But how are you going to tell? Do you know how to tell masters apart? Huh? Osaka asks me the fundamental defect in this proposal. That's what I was worried about. Hopefully you can learn or come to a compromise of some kind. Oh, don't tell me you were going to go up and to ask him, "Hey, Issei, are you a master?" Even if we're working together, I will put an end to it straight away if you're going to do such a stupid thing. Haha. No, I definitely wasn't about to do that. She's mad. Seriously mad. Hold on, it's okay. I have a way of finding out whether he's a master or not without having to ask him. Make sure to find out today. So please don't do anything. I'll contact you once I figure it out. You'd better. In the name of our working relationship. What about the not working relationship? Huh? Am I right, fellas? She starts walking, making a gesture that obviously tells me she's not convinced. I wonder what gesture it could be. Wonder if said gesture rhymes with furred. Look, I trust you, but don't do anything too stupid. If Issei is a master, one wrong move could lead to death. Osaka says and heads back to the school building. Once I see her off... Huh? Could it be? I belatedly realized that she was really just worried about me. Sure. I mean, I'm not saying she couldn't be, but I don't think that's the only thing going through her mind. I think she's also like, hey, we should actually find out if this dude is behind all this or not. It's lunchtime, so I go to the students' council room. Excuse me, I say and open the door. Oh, you're going to eat lunch here today, Amiya. Issei is eating lunch by himself inside. I do like Issei, the little bit that we've gotten of him. Really liked. I'm kind of glad he's coming into the story a little bit more and isn't such a background character. Good, this is convenient. How are you doing? How did yesterday's incident turn out? Sit at the table and try to act casual. Excuse me. I'm drinking a berry lemon sour right now. So that explains some of my brief little pauses. Such as that, to take a little sippy sip, and then the burping. I haven't been given an explanation yet. They've only been considering what happened to the chemicals in the empty classroom on the first floor. That's all that resulted from yesterday and this morning's search. He seems unhappy as he bites into a stiff carrot. But you were fortunate, at least. By ditching after lunch, you were able to avoid the disaster. Yes, I guess you were rewarded for your daily conduct. This time, he sips on his tea happily. Well, this is awkward. Doesn't seem like the right time to interrogate him, so I'll wait for a while and see. Oh, come on, be straightforward. Huh? Dang, there's only 5 minutes left before break is up. What happened to Mia? Did you come up with something? I didn't come up with anything, but I remembered something. I don't have time to slack off. I hurriedly wrap my lunch back up and face Issei. I have a bad feeling about this. Please do not ask me for money. I don't have any, even if you beg. I get up from my chair. There's no time. I just have to dive right in. Issei? Don't ask questions. This is gonna sound really gay, but just trust me. Take off your shirt. We'll talk about the pants later. Just the shirt right now is fine. I demand as firmly as possible. Oh! What? I said... Slowly.
Take off your uniform. Not just the jacket. Shirt too. Again, pants, maybe. We'll talk about that later. Don't worry about that right now. This isn't gonna work unless you're stripped down.
Dude, you might as well just ask him directly. What are you asking? Are you insane? Is this a new method of debate? Must I right this instant?
Yeah, bring it on! Hurry up and strip. It'll be too late once school ends.
I grab at Issei. Oh, strip him down, why won't you? Whoa! Hey, stop it, you fool! Are you still the son of a samurai? Oh, is that what they think I am? The son of a samurai?
Alright. Just what I thought. Glistening pecs. Chiseled triceps.
I don't think usually people say chiseled triceps, but that's what came to mind.
Strong, thick neck.
In the end, there was no command spell on Issei's body. I searched thoroughly, but I didn't see anything that looked like a command spell. Did you check the nether regions? The pants?
Good. Man, I'm glad.
I wish he was the master. I mean, I know that would complicate things, but that would make this so interesting and him such an interesting character. Okay, so this then kind of goes back to the teacher, I guess. I was so convinced that it was Issei. I mean, I guess the game wants you to think it's Issei. It still could maybe be Issei. And again, just maybe command spells are just under his pants. So good about this. Why would you go so far just to do nothing? You weren't even going to tickle me.
Oh yeah, sorry Issei, I can't tell you what's going on, but there's something I had to check, but it's done now, so there's no problem anymore. I just needed to make a couple measurements, and no reason why.
I bow my head and apologize. Okay, if you think you have done something bad, it's natural for you to apologize. Issei goes silent with a serious expression. But now it's back to square one. Issei, who has ties with Ryudou Temple, is innocent, then there's no one else that could be applicable as Caster's master.
Hey, Issei, has there been anything unusual at the temple lately?
Something unusual, as in...
I don't know, is there anything different than usual? You know, like creepy witch-like lady?
Let me see. If you mean recently, there is a new woman, but that's about it. My father and brother are as they always are. Okay, maybe his father and brother. No, well, maybe does his brother go here? Who's his brother? Or who's his father? Maybe his father teaches here. Issei says calmly. A new woman. Could that be Caster? Well, I'm sure that servant would pretend to be a human without a problem. Or could that woman be Caster's master? Should I try and ask Issei? Maybe. Yeah! Ask! Why wouldn't you ask? That's what we're here for, is to ask things. I'll try asking him. She's not one to reveal herself even to Issei, but I might be able to get some clues. Issei does live at the temple.
Issei? What kind of person is that woman? Is she from a foreign country? Does she always hide her appearance behind a turban-like cloth?
What is that? We would have kicked such a suspicious person out. I don't know why you're asking, but she is a legitimate guest. My brother entertains the idea that she's some servant of evil. Okay. Servant of evil, that sounds very Caster-like. But I rather like her. I've only spoken with her once, but she is a fair person, though she does seem a little foul.
Oh, wow. It was worth asking this question. That's rare for you to praise a woman. What, did you fall in love?
One? Oh my gosh, okay.
Don't be ridiculous, fool. What I admire was that she doesn't look at herself. First of all, I can't fall in love with the lover of Ichiro, the one I look up to like my brother.
Is Ichiro the teacher? Issei suddenly stops talking and lowers his face. He might have felt dizzy as he falls face down on the table and doesn't move.
Okay. What happened to Issei? Is it anemia?
No, it's not that I feel bad. He lifts himself suddenly. I laugh, picturing him like a wind-up doll, suddenly full of energy. What? What? What?
Issei?
Oh! Okay. Alright. I don't even look at my slashed stomach. My eyes go to the knife in Issei's hand. Oh! Oh! You fell for my trap. The command that I have implanted in this human is activated only when he comes across someone that inquires about me. A voice that doesn't belong to Issei comes out of his mouth. When I realize it's the voice of the servant I met at Ryudou Temple, I do not need this doll anymore either. Okay, so Issei, I don't think Issei is the master, or else Caster wouldn't be offing him after the fact. Obviously we got a bad end here. I was not expecting that. It's like I'm looking in a mirror. Yeah, both their bellies slit open. I think we're committing seppuku, whatever, Sudoku. My consciousness fades from the blood loss. The wound, pain from the wound reaching my organs isn't causing my consciousness to fade. Instead of death from blood loss, eager to deny the sight before me, my mind rapidly freezes my consciousness. Issei falls down before me without knowing what's going on. I collapse onto the floor from my knees. I don't even press my own wound, and I stare blankly at the face of my friend. It's now just a corpse. Was it a good end? No, it was obviously a dead end. Okay, alright, try again. Tiger Dojo. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, yep, I would like to see Tiger Dojo. Always and forever. Even though, like, duh, pick the other option, but these interactions are always fun. Yay! Bon voyage! Ah, death, goth, moskos. What are you saying? Now, it only takes a second to be careful, but an injury can last for a lifetime. Did this ending teach you that it's not a good idea to just ask anyone anything? I mean, I wasn't asking anyone anything. I was asking Issei a very specific question, so no, your logic doesn't make sense. Yes, ma'am. It was such an irrational and sudden death. This is totally fate. And absolutely awesome, Master. Yes, but we cannot forget these sacrifices. Let us give a 3-second moment of silence for Ryudou. Yes! I love how it's only 3 seconds, Master. Okay. Very unceremonious. Oh, I was supposed to be quiet there. So, Ilya, what is going on with the people at Ryudou Temple? They have something like an artificial command spell put on them by Caster. Oh, everyone. So that's not just an Issei thing. If they come across someone who breaks her 3 rules, they become similar to a doll that carries out only one command. She's good at making tools. If she ever captures Shirou, I bet she would turn him into a specialized mystic code that assists her with magecraft. Evil! Caster is evil! As an educator, I can't forgive anyone who uses others as their wish. I mean, I don't think you have to be an educator to want that, but cool, good for you. I don't know about calling her evil just because of that. Yeah, Ilya would be considered evil then too. I mean, Ilya, you know, Ilya's a washed up, or not washed up, confused child, I'll put it that way. Caster's weak, cowardly, and sly, but she's not fully bad on the inside. I beg to differ. Why are you sticking up for that witch, student number 1? Do you have something on your mind? Huh? No, not really. I just wanted to say that it's not always bad to bind someone with magecraft. Well, yeah, but that's not what makes Caster evil. Okay. Oh, I remember. You've done worse to Shirou. Dang it! You found out, you mother beep! Smack. Oh, I can't beat that sword for some reason. A little child like you shouldn't be saying that. Of course, magecraft isn't allowed in this dojo. You have to bring a wild lion or a modern weapon to beat me. Now, will you repent of your actions? Yes, I apologize. I won't do anything bad again. Doubt. X to doubt. Big X to doubt. Yes, that's a good girl. The boy's wish is granted as well. Rejoice, little bro. Ilya's more behaved in this route. I mean, you have to be seen. But sure, take your word for it. Not really. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Alright. I just have to behave this time, right? Winky face. Well, it's not fun to always be on a rampage. I can even help Shirou in this route and take one of the heroine roles. Will you? Is this true? I mean, nobody actually told me that, but okay. What? You put that much thought into this? I don't know why what events have happened so far would make her a heroine in this story this time around. As if that illegal costume isn't enough. You're even taking on such a great role in the main storyline? I mean, she had a pretty big role in the last storyline. I don't know what you're talking about. She was literally the Holy Grail itself. She was the vessel. Ilya, such a scary child. Okay. Interesting little interaction there. Okay. It'll be pointless, so I won't ask. Okay, let's try this other option. The less apparent one. Sometimes there is such a an obvious right answer for some of these, and then other times it's like the obvious one is the wrong one. But honestly, I don't know if the design behind that is intentional. I wouldn't hate it if it was. Because, through a lot of the bad ends, you get to experience and see things that you wouldn't otherwise. Now, because of experiencing that bad end, we now know, Issei is the not the master, but, is this doll that Caster is using, and, a lot of these other guys at the temple are also these dolls as well. No, it'll be too dangerous to keep on talking about this. Issei lives at Ryudou Temple after all. Again, that just doesn't make logical sense that you would immediately think that, but we know wouldn't have turned out well for you. If I make him suspicious about this woman, then he might get curious and do something. And if that woman is a master, Issei would be in danger. This is it for today. I'll call it good, since I found out that Issei has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War. Well, not nothing. Not nothing. You don't know that, though. Alternate version, dead you, that was disemboweled you, knows that's not the case. Sorry, getting a sip of water. Oh yeah, Amiya, Shinji's sister wasn't here today, right? Huh? Sakura's absent today? Shinji is absent as well. They were both absent without notice today, so the teachers are wondering if something happened at home. I don't know. Well, Shinji not being here, mildly understandable since he's a master without a servant now and doesn't want to be out in the open. So it makes sense if he, like, hightailed it to the church. Or someone tracked him down and killed him. I think that happened to him last time. I forget who did that. I know somebody did that to him, though. I'm at a loss for words being confronted with a problem that I'd forgotten about. And then if Sakura had found out he died in this hypothetical, she would be grieving him.
Oh, lunch break is over. Let's go back to the classroom.
Issei ushers me out of the student council room. All the while, the thoughts of Sakura being absent and what happened to Shinji after losing Ryder swirl in my head. Interlude. Who are we interluding to? Who is this interlude to? Saber? No, okay. Shinji? Maybe? Since we were just talking about Shinji. The sound was like hitting steel. He arrived there, still breathing heavily. His footsteps are loud and their rhythm is erratic. Staggering forward, he leaves the door flung wide open. He can hardly stay on his feet, pulled forward only by his falling body. He looks around. The church is empty after morning service. Light is only provided by the sun streaking through the windows above. The silence creates a solemn air. In the still atmosphere creates a profound stillness. His very presence is hearsay. No. That would be wrong. He did not merely come to this place. With ragged breath and unfocused eyes, with shaking limbs that wither and sway, he desperately fled to shelter. That is the true answer. His wretchedness is that of prey fleeing from a predatory hound.
It has been 6 days since the war started. You are the first person to come here.
He forces his body upright. This now makes me curious to see how Kirei will respond to Shinji showing up. I don't know if Kirei will actually protect him, if Kirei is going to siphon him off into magical energy for Gilgamesh and Lancer, or what? Just when did this man appear? With bloodshot eyes, he peers at the priest standing at the altar and mutters incoherently. The priest frowns. He cannot fully understand the boy, but assumes he is here to ask for help. He wants protection. The master who lost the servant may ask for protection under the condition that he withdraws from the war. That place of refuge, the last sanctuary, is this church. And the master of this place, Kirei Kodamine, is the priest.
So, you will withdraw from the war, boy?
The boy responds to that solemn voice with a sparking flame.
Of course!
Are you telling me to die? Look, I can't kill anyone without my servant, so I don't want to be a master. I'm a normal person. I'm a victim, right? It's unfair for anyone to kill someone like me. And then watch Kirei kill him. The priest does not answer and only looks at the intruder. He's not an intruder. He was told to seek refuge here if the circumstance arised. He looks beyond the boy, as if to peer beneath the skin, bone, and sinew to that which lies beneath. What? You got a problem?
I do not have any opinions. You are the first person to withdraw this time, and the first user of this church since it has started. I shall welcome you, in the stead of my father, as the overseer of the war.
What? So, I'm the only one to quit? Effing heck. What a nightmare. I don't know what my grandfather will say if he hears of it. This is all your guys' fault. It's so unfair. I got a piece of crap like Ryder. No, Ryder was a great servant. She just got bested, that's all. He pounds his fists in the floor in rage. You're pretty inadequate, so I think his ego is just like deflecting all the blame to, oh, I'm the victim, oh, it's their fault, it's not my fault, couldn't possibly be me, blah, 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 blah. The sound echoes like a bell, and the priest smiles with great interest.
So,
Ryder was useless then. That's right! What the heck? She was only talk! She died so easily even though I helped her that much. Any other servant would have been way more useful. Yeah, even then I still did well. I did just as my grandfather told me, and everything was set. They all got in my way. It was 2 against 1. There was no way I could have won against that. Meanwhile, there's like Berserker and Ilya versus Archer and Saber and 2 other masters in the Fate route that just like dominated them. That's right. It wasn't my fault that they lost. It was just the difference in the quality of our servants. But they were so smug about it. And then he squirms on the ground. He strikes the floor bitterly, laments his misfortune, and obsesses over his obstacles. But his resentful voice dissipates quickly. Hatred of such a level cannot break the silence of this church. Dang, 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 dang! He repeats his cries of agony. In the midst of it, footsteps. The priest's steps echo through the room, as if they were shattering the frozen air. The father slowly puts his hand on the child's shoulder. So, that means you still have the will to fight. He looks down at the loser and says so with a gentle voice. Huh? He cannot understand the priest's words. The clergy, in black, has a polite smile on his face. You are in luck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay. Not a twist I was expecting. You are in luck. I happen to have one servant who is available right now. If, I don't know if he'll give him... Well, Lancer he stole, so he'll probably keep Archer. And he'll probably pass on Lancer. But, dang... Wow, okay, I didn't foresee this at all. The priest offers a new salvation, barely able to restrain a rapturous joy. Oh, that's it. Okay, nothing more. Peace out. Interlude out. That's crazy. So everyone's thinking Shinji's, or especially the people who saw Ryder's death, are now like... So Caster Assassin, by virtue of Assassin being Caster's servant, Rin and Archer, Shirou and Saber all think that Shinji is completely out of the race and that he's not going to be a threat anymore. They're about to get slapped in the face. Proven wrong, I bet. School's over. Probably because of yesterday's incident, students are not allowed to remain at the school for any reason. There's still time until the sun sets, so... I'm worried about Sakura. Oh yeah, I have to contact Tosaka. Meat on sale, I'll make a big dinner. I think... Because we're trying to probably get hearts with Tosaka, we probably need to pick the Tosaka options. This is what my heart wants to do, but this is probably what the game is going to make me do. So I either do this now or I do it later. We'll do it now. Oh yeah, I need to tell Tosaka that Issei's innocent before she attacks him. I should hurry. That's also a really good point too. If we didn't do that, I wonder if Issei would be found in a ditch. Before their relationship suffers beyond repair, I have to let my hot-headed partner know. You, like, walk up to her and she's already in the middle of shanking him. Huh? Tosaka left a while ago. Then, after searching everywhere else first, I stopped once more at Classroom 2A, where the final blow was dealt. This sucks. She was so punchy earlier, yet she went home already. This is starting to feel stupid. I can just call her once I get home. Check the school directory as soon as I get home and call Tosaka's. The phone rings. After calling dozens of times right before I'm ready to give up, she picks up. Yes, this is Tosaka. the voice on the other end is definitely Tosaka's. I'm thinking it's going to be voicemail? I don't know, that's just a very standard.
Moshi Moshi. Hello, it's Mia. Do you have time right now?
Huh? Stop folding a... Wait. No way. Is it actually you? What? Why wouldn't it be?
Hey, I don't have the free time to be playing around with you.
Oh no, that's not it. Sorry. I was just a little surprised. Did something happen for you to call?
It's about Issei. Promised you that I would get it cleared up today. Issei wasn't a master. He didn't have a command spell anywhere, so there's no doubt.
Really? I'm surprised that you actually looked into it today. So Issei is innocent, huh? Did she really doubt me that much? I thought she trusted me just the tiniest bit. Well, we're out of leads now, but I guess that's fine. I mean, you've eliminated a possibility. That's better than nothing, and you just searching in the wrong direction entirely. I can't tell whether she's disappointed or relieved. I can't grasp Tosaka's reaction that well through the phone. Spacebar. Anyway, good work. We'll think about what to do about the search for the master tomorrow. So is that all? If so, I have to go. I wonder what she's so busy with. I don't have anything else to say. But there is one other thing that bothers me.
Tosaka? You seemed surprised earlier.
This is what I was curious about.
Did something happen?
I can feel Tosaka's bewilderment through the phone. After a brief moment of silence... Nothing. I just got surprised since your voice just sounded a bit different over the phone. She states the obvious in a cold voice and hangs up. Okay, thanks. Thanks, bestie. Really feel the love. Dinner ends before I realize it. I came home, trained with Saber in the dojo, Fujine came home, I made dinner, the three of us ate, and now it's already past 8 p.m. Okay, pretty uneventful. Very uneventful day, right? I mean, I guess there's the whole Issei conversation, but, like, that didn't last long at all. Okay, no hearts to no one. Great, awesome. There's also hearts to be earned here. That didn't happen either. Oh boy, how much am I gonna have to redo? Do you happen to be a famous swordsman in your country, Saber? Shirou's been like a different person ever since he started learning from you. I'm surprised about that as well, but it seems that Shirou has a different teacher. It is not my doing. Well, Archer didn't teach me anything, I just got very heavily inspired by him. A little bit of a difference. Well, that's a great, interesting question. That's an interesting question. Is inspiration a teacher? It's certainly a tool used in teaching to create passion, and that passion then just pushes someone to, go further. Or to try something new. But is inspiration itself the teacher, or is it just a catalyst for teaching? We're having our post-meal tea. It's good that Fujine and Saber are getting along. I don't want to interrupt, so I sip on my tea quietly and rest my body. Saber's training really did a number on me. 2 teachers? Oh no, does that mean he's cheating on you? He does not seem to be aware of it, but I have decided to tolerate it since the result is good. Okay, I'm not cheating on you. I literally just see a guy fight that I really, really hate, and I'm like, wow, I hate you so much that I'm gonna do everything like you. Not at all in a gay way. Shirou, oh yeah, since it's good, Shirou should learn fighting techniques. His body is already fit, so all he has to do is learn how to move his body properly. Oh, you figured it out real fast, huh? Shirou's been training regularly, so he is really fit. He just hasn't been quite as motivated lately. Training regularly? I'm unsurprised that he trains regularly if he has access to such a dojo. Additionally, we had a good opponent like you, so there's no way he wouldn't have talent. Additionally, he had a good opponent like you. Really? Like Fujine? Okay. Saber nods emotionally and sips on her tea. Then... No, it's been a long time since we last did any kendo in there. Oh, you're saying, like, you were the instructor. You do teach Kyudo. Would not surprise me that you would know other martial arts. That place's original purpose had gone unused until you came. Fujine corrects her while biting on a rice cracker. Really? Now? Do you really not make use of such a space? Saber looks at me with surprise. Well, no, I haven't picked up a sword since my old man died. It's true. Shirou fought Kiritsugu any chance he had, but he stopped with kendo soon after Kiritsugu passed away. I was sad. Munch munch. Taiga nibbles on the rice cracker while resting her head on the table. It's cool that even, like, Shirou has, like, he's not a complete novice to swordplay. It's old, but he's not a complete novice to it since he has kendo. I wonder if Shirou has any other, like, martial arts or, like, anything going on for him. ... I have a bad feeling about this, or rather, I can predict what's about to happen. When Fujine gets like this, conversation always goes to... Man, I wonder why. He was such a kendo boy back then, and now he's just a bum. Well, I can't say that he was talented in kendo, but talent isn't everything. Just when I thought he was okay in archery, he upped and quit. I knew you were gonna say that, Fujine. Stop harping about the past. You're getting so negative. I glare at her. She would want you to continue since she does teach it. Fujine sulks and eats her rice cracker. Woo. She backed off this time. Oh, is that about Shirou's childhood, Taiga? She was over it. Why'd you have to bring it back up, Saber? What? Do you want to hear about it? Oh, okay, she locked in. She locked in hard. Yes, I am interested. Sweet, then let me tell you all about it. The morale of the Fujimura army goes up due to reinforcements from the Saber camp. Not like I can stop her now. I don't want to interrupt, so I'll quietly drink my tea. I'll focus on resting like originally planned. So you see, his personality's all screwy now. But he used to be cute when he was a kid. He never doubted anyone. And he would do anything you asked him to. I see, I see. She didn't even say that. In Japanese, she's like head nods kind of a thing. She didn't even say anything. But that kind of does mean, like, I see, like, keep going. But he had an oddly stubborn side of him, and he rarely changed his mind. Once he set his mind on something, I guess he was the complete opposite of Kiritsugu in that regard. Were Kiritsugu and Shirou polar opposites? Yeah, Kiritsugu was the type of person to be okay with anything. He thought that good things and bad things were different for every person. He was the type to think that whatever happens, happens. Shirou's a lot more controlling. I wish I was very easygoing and just like, yeah, whatever. I can be about some things, but I can also be a lot more of a control freak than what I care to be in a lot of scenarios. And it's really hard. It's really hard to turn off that part of your brain. And I don't know how to do that. So that's just something I'm thinking through. Yet, he would try to do something every time he saw someone that needed help, and Shirou would always try to copy Kiritsugu. Okay. Go with the flow, but flow would also include helping people. Shirou was more practical, or particular than Kiritsugu, so he would go and fight the bullies in the neighborhood. He always wanted to do the right thing. Yeah, Shirou acted like a TV hero. Hero of justice. Fujine happily talks about boring things. And besides Fujine... why would he act like that? Saber asks a simple question.
Well, it's hard to explain. I guess it's just because I admired people who do the right thing.
The right thing? You admire heroes of justice.
Yeah, well, I do.
Makes me embarrassed when she says stuff like justice straight to my face. Why are you embarrassed? Like you think you're being like morally high or something and don't want to come off that way, or why is that?
Well,
it occurs to me just then. There's really no reason for it. I mean, it was your adoptive father's dying wish. It was, like you saw how it helped you. I think there's legitimate reasons. I just don't know if you're connecting those reasons. I've admired people like that since I was a kid. I tried to be of help to people and support anyone that was sad to the best of my ability. But that hasn't changed even now. But the reason behind it... Why did I try to be of help to people? You can leave your dream to me. That's the answer. The last moment of the person that meant everything to me. He died peacefully because of something I said. I wanted to protect that trust he had in me, even after he died, so that he would be able to rest in peace for an eternity. But is it really a real reason? Dang, I feel sad. That slowing down and I'm trying to be better about. I know I've gone through seasons with this, but I'm trying to be better about voice acting and not just doing the voice of the character, but also putting the emotion behind it, and then even with my narration, putting a little bit more emotion behind it, and just doing that, even though I was not initially sad. And I don't even think that. I mean, it was a sad sentiment. Don't get me wrong, but that got to be. Shirou? I hear my name and come to my senses.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to my room now.
I stood up, overwhelmed with unexplainable anxiety. I leave the living room as if fleeing that feeling. ... No. No ifs about it. I ran. That was a simple question. But I was scared that something might come to light when Saber looked at me with those eyes. What would come to light that you're so scared of? Yeah, exactly.
Why? What am I scared of?
An uneasiness that even I don't understand myself. A shapeless fear. Nausea welling up. I hurried in my room, trying to suppress a headache. That is a very, gripping fear when you... bit of confusion where you're just unsure of even yourself. And you're the only person you can trust. There's been a situation... not a bad situation, but a situation that has just brought up a lot of... past memories, past emotions, because of said situation. And with it, said situation isn't like previous situations. Or it is similar, but that situation is going very differently than those other similar cases. And trying to accept the reality of it versus what I assume might be going wrong is really terrifying. And it's really terrifying, like, not knowing if I can handle it, or if I can do it, or if I'm ready to handle such a situation again is terrifying. So I really get it. I really feel for Shirou here. With that sappiness, we're gonna end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you again come Tuesday. Seriously, hope you guys are doing well. And also, if you don't see a video from me on Christmas, obvious reasons or anything like that, Merry Christmas to all of you. I pray that it is a time for you to be with family and to enjoy that time. Enjoy the gifts, enjoy all of that, but please, especially to those of you that are Christ followers, please just be reflective of what Christmas means to us, and the birth of our Savior coming that day. So, to those of you that aren't, I still wish you the best of days. Maybe something to think about. Not trying to shove that down your throat or anything, but, why are you celebrating Christmas? With that, I'll leave you guys to it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.